So guys, brilliant day yesterday for you.
Yeah, thank you for that.
So tell me, which were the hardest fish to catch?
The hardest fish is still the perch, like the training days. Yeah, because I thought we would get a little bit more wind, but in the moment it doesn't look like, so it will be difficult. We need a little bit more movement in the water, that the fish are more active during the day.
Okay, so Pierre,
Yeah.
great start, as we say. First place, do you think, with your knowledge of the water, you can hold on to another good day today?
When we find the perch, I think it's a good day, and when not, with a little bit luck, we catch a pike, and then it's okay. So we under one pike, think top 5, and
We tried different places. One was winning. Well, we won the first place directly, was 3 zander. It was very quick, and after that we have to find the other fish. But hopefully our plan worked well. So it was quite good. We were happy.
So day 2 is upon us, and we have quite a big change in conditions. There's a very, very strong westerly wind blowing at the moment down towards the bridge at the far end of the Herring Fleet, and behind me the competitors are lining up. The start will take place any minute now, and there's going to be a serious amount of horsepower unleashed as all of these boats fly off that way. They're all directed to go in the same direction first before they can turn around and head in the direction they want to fish. Get ready, start is nearly upon us. So we're at the very westerly end of the Herring Fleet at the moment, just not too far away from the dam, a small beach, and we can see an English pairing there. Do you know much about this end, Christian?
As they come here the first, it usually means that they caught them good here yesterday.
Ah, yes.
Yeah,
we
so
know that the English team didn't have too good a day yesterday. I think they had one chance and they missed it.
And they are fishing vertically at the moment.
Yep.
They're using the back trolling engine to keep the boat in place, positioned, and they are fishing vertically. Oh, it's Helmut and Michael, Helmut Schodell, with a nice zander. Not too bad, at least. It's around, what would you say? Close to 60 centimeters?
I would think so, yeah. It looks a decent fish.
Yeah.
So, great picture there as we see the boat. Very happy with that. The zander have been the target. And while zander were the target for some, others were not having such a good day. We caught up with the defending champions, Marco Tuisinen and Kimmo Mantari, back in the port.
Yes, we have to come back to the harbor. We just lost our Minkota front engine. So we we heard some loud pops, and then we lost our engine. So anchoring is not enough in this competition, so there is no sense to continuing without the front engine. But lucky enough, we have a spare engine with us, and now we are assembling it.
So the whole engine just fell off the front of the boat.
Yes.
And that's now sunk and it's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
It's gone.
For good.
So we just ran into my friends from Germany, Dustin Schöne and Johannes Dietl, who are currently in the lead of the second day of the World Predator Classic this year. They had a decent day yesterday. They finished 7th, I think. And they are currently leading according to the live leaderboard at the moment. They have caught 3 zanders, 1 little pike and 1 perch. And at the moment it seems like they are going for another perch.
Well, 2 more perch and they'll get a full scorecard, which is exactly what they'll be looking for, and nobody managed to do that yesterday. The closest was 1 fish short, just that 1 perch, and perch seemed to be the more difficult fish to catch at the moment. But 2 more, and they've still got a good few hours left to go yet, but 2 more and they will top that card. And if they do that, you know what, they're certainly going to be up there, if not first, in the top 3. So we're now at the easterly end of the herring fleet, not too far away from the bridge that connects to Holland's Deep, and in front of us is boat number 37. This is the German pairing of Daniel Russell and Gregor Babiuts, and they're in the lead at the moment, Christian. They've got a full house of zander. This end of the herring fleet, this is the bit that's furthest away from the seaward end, so this is where there's going to be more fresh water than salt water. Do you think that has a bearing?
I don't know. It also depends on the tide, and the tide was pushing in until I think noon, until now I think. So it should be on the highest point right now, or in 30 minutes, something like this. So now there shouldn't be too much current, and this makes it usually tough a little bit until the current starts flowing again. Salt, yes, might be a factor as well, because not so much salt water will come up to this point. So it seems it pays out for them.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. The salt water will be a lot less at this end, and if these fish are just a little bit unsettled because of the weather, because of the air pressure, because of the heat, they may prefer to be in the clearer fresh water than in that brackish water down towards the other end. We've got a bit of a situation developing here at the moment. We've got about 2 hours left of the competition on day 2, but this is a weather map, and the yellow dots are lightning strikes, the red ones are fresh ones. You can just see some more appearing on there. Now, this is the waters of the herring fleet, and the storm has been moving slowly towards us, although it has started to track south. The wind's blowing from a westerly direction, and safety is absolutely paramount. We've seen that it's getting choppy out there, the wind's picking up, but the last thing we want is boats out on the water when there's lightning striking. So it may be the competition might be closed a little bit earlier today, primarily because of this storm. Just coming up to the end of day 2 here at the World Predator Classic. Look at the sky. It's changed completely. The wind has picked up. The sun, that's disappeared, although my face is still as red as your shirt. And we've had a bit of a storm rumbling round, but the boats are just about coming in now. You'll notice behind us there's a few here that are sheltering from the wind, and that's been a bit of a story all over today, isn't it?
It has. I mean, the wind itself has really got up, particularly this afternoon. We could see thunder and lightning coming in, and in the last kind of hour before the event was due to finish, we sent out an advisory to all of the competitors to let them know, look, wind coming through. It didn't look like it then, but the weather forecast has certainly got this one right, and even to the extent with the thunder and lightning as well.
Absolutely, it's amazing how accurate everybody can be, and what that's done today is just added to how technical it's been. You know, you can't come to a piece of water like this and think it's just a case of going out there and going fishing, can you? There's been breakdowns, there's been stuff falling off boats, which is a bit of a disaster. There's been engine failures, there's been all sorts going on. It's been a day of drama. The results are just coming in now. The electronic system has got the provisional results, but people are bringing their catch reports in. We don't know who's in the lead yet, but we do know that there's been a few changes at the top of the leaderboard.
There have, and I think it's actually been quite interesting. There's a few of the teams that have actually caught nothing at all today, which, I mean, with the weather conditions having changed, the expectations were just that they didn't look terribly good yesterday, but for today, we were expecting more fish to catch, and it's exactly the opposite.
Yeah, incredible. They would normally get used to it, but the weather conditions, this doesn't really suit predators. Carp, yes. Pike, perch and zander, absolutely not. Time to check the results. We'll be back very, very soon to let you know who's at the top of the table. Germany's Daniel Russell and Gregor Babiuts in boat 37 took the honours for day 2, with 3 zander and a pike, but no perch. Germany again now. This time it's Dustin Schoner and Johannes Dietl, 3 zander, a pike and a perch, but their fish were smaller in length, pushing them into second. And third place went to Finland's Ari Pataya and Pekka Latinen with perch and zander, but no pike. So, what does this do to the overall scores? Well, Germany take up 3 of the top places, Poland, France and Belgium taking 1 other each. The top 4 teams go into the final day in single figures, with the consistent Daniel Russell and Gregor Babiuts leading the way on a magnificent score of 4. So the street fishing event is one of the biggest events of its type in the world. Now, what exactly is street fishing? Well, you know what? Just have a look at the words. It's fishing in the street. Anglers like these guys behind me throng into towns and cities across the whole of Europe and literally just fish from pavements, bridges, wherever they can find access to be able to get to those fish directly below them. Predators, of course, are the target again. We're looking for perch, zander and pike. They need 1 pike, they need 3 perch and 3 zander to fill their card. But what we've seen over the last few years is pike generally tend to win it. So the clever money means that guys will be pike fishing. Now, this sort of fishing is immensely popular all across Europe. Lots and lots of people do it. You can see the colours, the vibrancy, and the scene is absolutely brilliant. It's about catching fish, of course it is. That's why these guys, and of course everybody watching this film that fishes, that's why we go. But it's more than that. This is a cult scene. These guys, from whatever country they're from, all get on with each other really, really well. And every year they pay the pilgrimage back here to Hellevoetsluis to meet, to greet, to have a drink, and quite simply have a really good time. You won this event in 2015.
Yes.
Yes.
Won, yeah.
Are you going to win it this year?
I try to, yeah, that's why I came for. But yeah, the most important thing for us is have as much fun as possible, and the second important thing is winning. Yeah.
That seems to be one of the big things about street fishing. It's about catching fish, but it's about meeting friends and really enjoying yourself.
For sure, yeah. It's very important to meet a lot of nice people, walk around with them, have some nice conversation all the time, and yeah, it's really a nice community.
We've been lucky this year, I think, to be in a couple with last year's champions. So we'll see how it goes, and hopefully we're gonna be good for our country.
There's going to be a lot of pressure on the water today. I think we're used to fishing canals and waterways where there's, maybe 1 or 2 anglers. There's going to be a lot of anglers on the banks here, but there's a lot of good fish swimming around.
The atmosphere is brilliant, and I really feel the connection with all the anglers. Even if we don't know each other, then we still talk like our own friends. So that's a great thing, I think.
My name is Christian Bieret, and I'm the owner of Best Boat Germany, and we import boats and also service boats and engines and trailers in our workshop. We mainly work with Mercury engines. Mercury engines are the strongest, the lightest and the most powerful, and our boats are equipped for Mercury engines and also developed with Mercury engines. So our Mercury trained mechanics can service all the Mercury engines, and there's a 5 years warranty on the engines, and so you need to bring them in every year for the service, and we can do all this in our facility. All the boats we offer from Nitro, Tracker and some other brands are pre-rigged for Mercury engines, and their team in America is testing a lot with Mercury engines, so we know exactly the performance that is best for the particular boat with a Mercury engine. You can find us on the internet on bestboat.de or just give us a call.
My name is Babs Kiewski and I'm a professional angler from Germany. I'm here to, push the thumbs for my team, for my Zepco Europe team. The Quantum team is a big team, so some people are fish only for perch, another people fish for zander, another fish for pike. We are a big family and everybody loves the Quantum products, and we visit all the people to fish with Quantum.
The lure is good for pike fishing and zander fishing. Sometimes the pike love the flanking, and this bait is very good in the water. You see that all the time, bam, 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 and the tail works very good. Yeah? And the curly YOLO, it's better for slowly fishing and a little bit flanking, and the tail is very good for slowly fishing in the shallow water. Very nice.
Now here you can see our swim baits. I love these swim baits. We have different colors, very aggressive colors and natural colors. They have a weight about 80-85 grams. They are slow sinking and you can fish there in shallow water. Or if you wait, then it's sinking and you can fish in different water depths. If you want to see more products of our Quantum equipment, you can look at our homepage and you can see there a lot of interesting lures, rods, reels, all of them.